Hello, hello, and welcome to story time. So tonight I have a really old book. I was lucky enough to get this book from a friend of mine, Jean McKendry. She has been in the process of downsizing due to some health issues, and she had contacted me about some things that she had, and one of her items was this old book, and it was in her family forever, and I absolutely love it. I think it's just so cool. Now I'm going to leave it wrapped. She's had it wrapped for protection, to keep it protected for quite a while. I mean, it's obviously for years and years and years, but it's a very old book. It's kind of falling apart, but all of the pages are intact, and I'm excited to read this to you. It was let's see, it was copywritten in 1916. So, and it's a very old book. It's called The Manger Babe. And I think you guys are going to enjoy this old treasure, The Manger Babe. Okay, hi Clara. Yep, I'm back. I'm back too. Okay, so we're going to get started here. The Manger Babe, and I'm hoping it doesn't fall apart through the reading, but I do want to leave the plastic on. I tried to take it off, and it just was making it worse, so I think it's just kind of all become one. Hi you guys. Hi Jackie. Hi Clara. There's Chastita. Hi Chastita. Okay, you'll like this book. It's called The Manger Babe. All right, so here we go. Oh, maybe I dropped it already. Okay, hang on. Here we go. Okay. See, I looked at it on the kitchen counter to make sure all the pages were here. Okay. So there's many stories I have heard of Santa and his sled, said Ethel, opening wide her eyes and rising up in bed. But all of them I truly think I like the best to hear about the Manger Babe who came to bring all good cheer. In Bethlehem, I've heard them say, upon a Christmas morn, within a stable rough and rude, a tiny babe was born. While far away in distant plains, some shepherds tending sheep were wakened by a lovely song when they were fast asleep. And in the sky 3 wise men saw a star all clear and bright, which led them to the little child by its great brilliant light. Sure, I'm not missing a page. Pages are so thick. And then they say that the little child was sent by God above, a Christmas gift to all the world to show how great his love. I wonder how the angels felt when Jesus left the sky, and if they, as the wise men saw, him in a manger lie. And if the angels brought him gifts that were in heaven prepared, and if they sparkled like stars, and if the baby cared. I wondered if the men that night told stories they had read about the Christ that was to come and what the prophets said. Perhaps she saw them clasp their hands and heard them sing these songs that had been sung the night before by that vast heavenly throng. Oh, glory, glory be to God, because that Christmas morn, the tiny babe which was for Christ in Bethlehem was born. These shepherds on the plains were told the story from the skies, and carried it to Bethlehem, a glad and sweet surprise. And wise men in another land were led o'er plains so far, right to the little manger of Jesus by a star. How glad his mama must have been to have let's start that again. How glad his mama must have been to have so dear a child. When these good wise men gave him gifts, I think she must have smiled, and felt that her own little son, so tiny and so small, would sometime be a nobleman, be handsome and be tall. Perhaps she felt both grieved and sad because her baby's bed was nothing but a manger rude where cattle often were fed. And then again, she may have thought of Gabriel's words so grave, of how he said her child should be a prince, the world to save. But if she thought or even cared, the Bible does not say. The shepherd's story made her glad and drove all grief away. She might have heard an echo, too, from that sweet midnight song, which made her think her son would grow to be both brave and strong. Then when the shepherds came and told of angels in the sky, who said the baby Christ was born, she knew that God was nigh. I think that babies all are sweet, but none are quite so fair, as Jesus was in Bethlehem, within the manger there. I wish that I could see that star, that lovely song could hear, could hold that baby from above, who was to God so dear, could visit Bethlehem, and there, right where the child was born, just lay for him some gift to see upon this Christmas morn. And Ethel bent her little head to pray a silent prayer to Christ, who once in Bethlehem a manger had to share. Isn't that just the sweetest thing? I think that is the most adorable story. It was called The Manger Babe, and it was published in 1916. So it's a very, very old one. I had never heard of it. I had never seen it before. But I hope you enjoyed the story. I think it was wonderful. And let me just check and see. These go really fast, you guys. And I'm sorry it's late for Eastern Standard Time, people. But it's a little bit earlier for Central Standard Time. Oh, yes, Jackie, it's going to be great. Thank you, Kathy. So you guys just spread the love and send this out to all of your friends that you think might enjoy hearing story time. It would be happening clear through Christmas Eve, and I hope that you love it as much as I love reading for you. So have a wonderful evening, and thank you for sharing a story with me tonight. Bye-bye.